are we ready for the financial insanity chat? Because apparently this one, from the title, it looks like this woman that he's financially auditing is a sugar baby. No, Nux did not raid War God. I've just seen Nux reacting to a couple of these, and I thought, okay, I want to check one of these out on stream. And Gray Matter, thank you for the tier 1. All right, so are we ready? This sure be interesting. Well, as it was said in the ancient video game, as the ancient video games foretold, let's get it on.
You can't retire just off of blowing dudes.
For gifts, for money, for time, for attention.
Have you done that before?
Oh my God, we're already saying that this woman basically is not thinking past the age of 25. I guarantee you, this girl is like 22, 23 years old, and she's not thinking past the age of 25.
I did meet up with one once.
Sucking isn't what's gonna save your life.
And I could always find a sugar daddy if you wanted to maybe do that.
The tools to change your life have just been upgraded. Download my budgeting app, rebrand it to DollarWise today, and start your free trial. Sign up for the annual version, and I'll send you my budget-friendly cookbook that can't be purchased anywhere else, and I'll personally sign it and mail it directly to you. Download the DollarWise budgeting app today and take advantage of your free trial.
Hi, my name is Rain. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm 26 years old, and this is Financial Audit.
Okay, so I was already a little bit wrong. She's somehow, by some miracle, this girl has made it past the age of 25. Bravo, clapters. You made it past the age of 25.
Yes, it is. Thanks for coming down to Austin. I appreciate it. What do you do up there for a living?
I work in retail, just Home Depot, driving a forklift.
Driving a forklift. Okay, that's probably not much. In Salt Lake City, definitely not a cheap city. One of my brothers lives there. I know that for sure. Housing market's brutal. Cost of living's quite brutal. All right. Yeah, so.
And let's not forget that the Mormon church has pretty much taken over the entire city. I'm wondering I'm finding myself a little bit curious. Is she also a Mormon? Because that could make a big, isn't there something in that, I'm not overly familiar with the Mormon church, but aren't the Mormons like very, 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 very much against like casual sex? Like, don't they actually have like magical underwear to protect you from evil? Isaac? So I'm kind of curious.
That's probably hard to live on. What are you making?
$21.03 an hour. I just got a raise.
Okay. How many hours a week do you work?
Between 30 and 40. I've been working more recently.
So she's making $2,000 a month. Okay, so already we're looking at she's making roughly $2,000 a month. Now, I can't wait to hear what the expenditures are. Best man? Yeah, it is. I know it doesn't sound like it's bad money, but honestly, she has to live on $2,000 a month. My guess is her rent alone is probably $1,200 at minimum. And that's before any and all utilities. So no, unfortunately, $2,000 a month, no, it's not. It is not good enough. And Spurky Teal, thank you for the follow. 1,600. What are you talking about, Answer? What do you mean 1,600? Oh, thank you, Stout Sauropod. Thank you very much. Oh, 16, possibly. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, he's gonna break down all this. We're just kind of guessing, like, ahead of time. They're gonna break down all the costs of the rent or everything. But regardless, $2,000 a month in the United States. Okay, in the United States as a whole, $2,000 a month is not good. Honestly, it doesn't matter where you live in the United States. $2,000 a month is not it is not a decent livable wage. Thank you, Grams, for 5 more. Thank you.
More is capping it at 40?
Well, I was working 30 hours because I was in school. So I was doing...
You graduated?
No, I'm on summer break right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm waiting to go back.
Hold up. Look at her face.
I'm on...
Look at her face. I'm on summer break. Look at her face when she says that, by the way. Okay? Look at her face.
No, I'm on summer break right now.
She dropped out.
That's quite big. Impressive.
Yes, chat. Yes, chat is massive. Chat, you are massive. Oh, exactly, Andrea. The way she kind of looked left, like side glance left like that, she's lying. She dropped out. She dropped out. She's not on summer break. She basically dropped out after the last semester. She's fucking lying.
Oh, okay.
So I'm waiting to go back.
Okay. Some people take longer. Some people start later. There's nothing wrong with that. You do the fucking Mormon way however you want. I'll allow it, soak away. But what are you studying?
The degree I'm going for is Associate of Science in Graphic Communications.
Graphic communication.
So she's a associate degree in associate science in graphic communications. What the fuck is that? What kind of bullshit degree is that? That's like that's got to be like a gender studies degree. Let's see if she explains.
So we're spelling out high in.
Oh, she admits it. She flat out admits it. It's a bullshit degree. She just fucking said it. It's a bullshit degree. Then why are you studying it? Why are you spending money going to college to get a bullshit degree? This is what too many fucking people do. People that go for their gender studies degree, for their sociology degrees, for whatever X, Y, fucking Z degree this idiot's going for. Why are you spending money going to college for a bullshit degree that will get you nowhere? So she's working a job that probably is not able to afford her anything. Plus, she has God knows how many student loans for a degree that she's never going to use. So she's literally just paying the college for no return. Like, go do a fucking trade school or something. Like, go do a job. Go study something that will actually get you a benefit.
Ember, I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and Utah was founded by the church, but we have other faiths in Utah.
I have no doubt of that whatsoever. It's just basically become... Utah is kind of built a reputation of being the Mormon state because the Mormons have their basically head church in Utah. And so it's just built a reputation of being the Mormon state. I had zero doubt whatsoever that there are a multitude of faiths. I don't have any doubt that there are a multitude of faiths reside in Utah. But they built a reputation.
Graphics?
Yeah. No, it's a super basic art degree. So it's like photography, digital design.
Okay, because, listen. Photography.
Okay. Photography, digital design, that's not bad. The question is how well they teach her to use those skills. Well, Revan, you can learn stuff for free on YouTube. You can, let's face it, you can learn just about anything on YouTube these days. Realistically, you can learn almost any skill on YouTube. There is something to be said, though, for practical in-classroom and lab experience, as opposed to just watching it on YouTube. That's all I'm saying.
Design.
Okay, because, listen. Photography, that part is especially in the world of AI. I know a lot of people are against it. It's going to displace jobs, blah, 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 blah. A lot of people are for it, whatever. Doesn't matter where you really stand. It's certainly coming. And photography, it's important. People want pictures taken of them. But, oh boy, AI is coming into the photo game, right?
Yeah.
And coming into the design game. Now, people need website designs. People need graphic designs for things. We do graphic designs and website designs,
Hi, Kira.
Okay. Someone designed this logo. Woo. Right? So, is that what you're going to be doing, or is this just in the world of just art?
So originally I went to university at SUU and I was going to do an illustration degree, but I dropped out, and then I wanted to go back to just get something, just a degree, and that was...
Why? Why would you just go back just to get something? Why? For what reason? Nowadays, just basically saying, I have a degree is not going to get you a job. Realistically, like once upon a time, maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago, saying I have a degree might have given you some clout on an application. But these days, just saying I have a degree, if it's this bullshit, art degree, that's not going to help you get a job anymore. It's not, because employers, it'll help you get a minimum wage job. To get you an actual job, it's not going to help you get fuck all. So why are you going to? And bear in mind, she already dropped out of one college, so she's got student loans on that one college. I'm guessing she hasn't paid those student loans on the first college, and now she's got the second college that I guarantee you she's got student loans on too, and she's probably deferred most of the payments on the student loans of the previous college and this current college, and she's getting a degree that will be a useless fucking piece of paper that's not even good enough to wipe your ass with. People need to stop doing this where they go to college for a degree just to get a degree. The world doesn't work that way anymore. Getting a degree just for the sake of getting a degree is bullshit. Get a degree for something that you actually want to do. Get a degree that will actually advance you in a vocational career of some sort. Yeah, like parents need to stop beating it into kids' heads that you have to go to college and get a degree and do X, Y, and Z. Now, if what you're interested in is better for you to go to a trade school and get a certificate through a trade school, do that. You don't necessarily have to go to college. There is this fallacy that you will not succeed unless you have a degree. That somehow having a degree magically makes you employable with some of these major firms that will pay you, upwards of 6 figures, when you've been lied to. You've been 100% lied to that you need some kind of a degree to get a good paying job. Look at what Nick told us about in terms of being an electrician. You do not need to do any previous schooling in order to get started as an electrician and be able to get a good paying job working yourself through the ranks of being an electrician. So, the children of today, get this through your head. It is not necessarily a requirement, depending on what it is that you wish to do with your life. It is not necessarily a requirement that you go to college and get a degree. If what you want to do in life as a career is something that would require you going to college and getting a degree in that particular field, then absolutely go to college and get that degree. If you want to do something in the trades, go to trade school. If you want to be a truck driver, go through your driver's training course. Like, don't think like the fallacy of you are nothing unless you have a degree is bullshit. It is a lot. It is a fucking lot. It is unnecessary, and it does not make you any less of an intelligent person if you do not go to college. This is another fallacy of if you don't go to college, you will not be viewed as if you don't go to college, if you don't get a degree, you will not be viewed as an intelligent person, and thus your opinion will be somehow invalid in the fields of intellectuals. Here's a newsflash. Chat, have a question for you. I can give you the perfect fucking example. Give you the perfect example. Would you consider me not the most brilliant person in the world, but would you at least consider me to be a reasonably intelligent person who has a reasonable amount of knowledge and opinions and understanding of a fairly wide-reaching selection of topics? Just reasonably intelligent. I'm not trying to bullshit myself saying I'm the smartest person in the room or nothing, but am I not like a reasonably intelligent person that I can speak articulately on a variety of subjects, and I can flat out admit that when there's a subject matter that I'm not familiar with, that I don't know about it? Okay, guess what? I dropped out of college. I am a college dropout. I'm telling you this right now. I did like what, 2 year? No, was it 2 years? I think it might have been like one. I might have been like 1 or 2 years. I was working towards what was it? A degree in like criminal sciences or criminology, something like that. And it was like probably about a year or two into it, I dropped out. And I've not attended any college since. But even without, I still am a reasonably intelligent person, because I can actually like proactively research stuff on my own. And so just because I do not have a college degree does not mean that I am not at least a reasonably intellectual person that can either has an understanding of a variety of subject matters, or is willing to listen to and learn about a variety of various subject matters. So the fallacy of you need to have a degree in order to be respected needs to fucking stop. It just flat out needs to stop. College degree is great if the field you are wish to go into requires a degree. High science, significant sciences, medical, business, things like that, where you need a degree, because the things you need to learn come from that college education. But that's not everyone. There are so many jobs out there that you can make a very good living that does not require a degree.
It was the closest that I had, so I did that.
Okay, and have you looked at what you're gonna make with that?
Like, what do you mean?
Income?
Oh no.
The purpose of
Well, the whole
school?
point of it is just so that I can have a degree so I can put on my resume.
Oh, there it is. What did I fucking say? Putting on your resume, I have a degree, does not do a fucking thing now. She was brainwashed in school and maybe by her parents that, oh, I just need to put on my resume that I have a degree. Businesses outside of minimum wage jobs don't give a fuck. They don't fucking care. Do you know what businesses look for on resumes? They don't look for a degree. At least the majority of the high ones, the business degrees. Trying to get hired on as like a doctor, trying to get like into a lawyer firm. Trying to basically get into a research facility, etc. Yes, you need degrees for that. A big majority of the jobs, you know what they're looking for as opposed to a degree? Experience. What they look at more than anything is, okay, what is your experience? What kind of experience do you have? How much time did you have in that other job where you achieved this experience? That's what the businesses look for. Now, granted, there are some of the major corporations that use AI when you submit a resume these days. Some of the big corporations do use AI to scan a resume, and if you don't have college on that resume, it's instantly circular filed. But that's kind of not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the vast majority of all of the jobs where you are actually submitting resumes to a business that's not scanning it with AI. The degree is tertiary. What they look at is experience. What is your previous job experience? What is your previous life experience? How much time did you have in those previous jobs or with those previous activities that would make you qualified for this position? That's what they care about.
Because I just...
You can put it on your resume regardless. Not that I recommend that, but most places don't check. Some will. Not a liar?
I don't lie.
Okay, ever?
I try not
piercing?
to.
Okay. So...
Well, let's wait for it.
What is the projected income? Have you looked into it? Or what do you want to do? What, like, because you're not, I mean, you're on summer break, so woo, we're making $40 an hour in a very expensive city. Got it. At $21 an hour. Not much is really going for us, I'm assuming, at this point.
No. But
okay.
I'm trying to just do anything I can to make my life better. But...
What are you doing? What are we out there doing? What are you grinding?
Well, I'm in school and I'm like in therapy and I'm here.
Great fucking combo. What are you doing to better yourself? Well, I'm in school, which is on break. I'm in therapy. Red flag. And you're here on this show because financially you're in the toilet. You're in the shitter. So many fucking red flags. Yeah, Garrett, that's the other question. Well, I mean, obviously, he's going to be getting into the breakdown of all of her expenses, but this is not good.
Okay. It's a step. I get it. Okay, so you have no salary or job expectations post-graduation.
Nope. I recently told my managers
What
that
a great way to go to school, ladies and gentlemen. Nope.
Oh, well, yeah? If she pulls that card out, hey, game fucking on. Because I didn't want to react to it because I saw Nux on it. There was another girl that Nux reacted to that was on this show. I almost flipped my shit with some of this shit that she said. It was angry, but Nux already reacted to it. I watched all the way through, so I didn't want to react to it.
Plan.
Well, I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm kind of just doing what I
left?
can. Just a year.
Okay.
So it's one semester.
The year is opportunity cost that you're losing out of the marketplace, and a year is cost of school, and also it's cost of school and opportunity cost that we are using to do we don't know.
Well, I was just trying to like do something to boost my resume because I don't have like any good
4-year degree.
job.
Boosting your resume doesn't do a fucking thing for you if you have no idea where you're going to be applying that resume to. She still is not answering the question. What are you planning to do after college? I don't know. She's expecting something to fall into her lap. She's not saying, but that's what she's doing. She has the mentality of, oh, it'll work out. The universe will provide for me. And then when I get out of college, something will just fall into my lap and I'll be making great money. That's her, mark my words. She's going to say something like that, that's going to be her mentality. Oh, Zhao? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I don't know if it's Xiao, Zhao, or Zhao. That's exactly what I said. That's what employers look at. They don't look necessarily at the degrees. They look at experience. That's what they care about, because in this day and age, they want someone to hire on that knows Zhao. Okay. They want someone to hire on that knows what the fuck they're doing. Because so many people, the job markets are fucking flooded right now, particularly in America. It is an employer's market where they can pick and choose who they want. And so what they're going to look for is they're going to look for experience. If you don't have experience, you're getting looked over. You need to have some kind of experience to get a shot for that bigger, better job.
To boost the resume, I get it. Listen, it's not 2020 though. 2020, 2021, that's where it's like a degree, yeah. You just get into a job, right? So it's a tighter job market. It's not a bad job market. A lot of people would debate that because we saw such a great job market, but we're back to a more normal job market where you can't just get any job you want. You got to really fight for it. Now, some sectors are a little more difficult. Tech is a bit more difficult. It's very interesting. You definitely have to be more AI focused right now to kind of land something. You have to be very competitive, but in general, you got to know what you want to do, what we're positioning the resume as to get in. True.
Sorry, I had to steal Nux's line there for that. Since I said it already.
Well, what I want to do and what is realistic.
What do you want to do then?
Okay, I am an artist, so if I could, I would just be a freelance artist if I want.
Freelance artist doing what? What kind of art? What are we doing?
Anything. Like I do sculpting, I do painting, I like to do photography, I do everything.
Okay, so
Okay. So you do sculpting, you do painting, you do photography. How good are you? Because I can you imagine? Okay, chat. How many people have you heard say, "I'm an artist. I do sculpting. I do drawing. I do photography," and they basically they postulate themselves as being an artist. How good are they? How good is her sculpting? How good is her artwork? How good is her photography? Because if your art is shit, you're not going to be able to do that for a career. You may very well not have the talent for it. Okay? Not everybody can be an artist. Okay? I cannot draw to save my life. I am a terrible visual artist. Absolutely terrible. I can, like someone else in chat said, yeah, Big Dyer, like you, I can draw a stick person. I'm not an artist. So how good is your art? Is it good enough to elicit employment? Because it may not be. Because not everybody can actually be an artist. Even the professional graphic designers and stuff, it's not everybody is cut out for that. Some people have talent in art, some people have talent in finance, some people have talent in science, some people have talent in physical labors like welding and carpentry. You know, you have to go where your talents are. So just because you call yourself an artist doesn't mean that you're good enough to actually do it professionally.
So unemployment, got it. That's fine. And what's our success rate on that?
I don't know.
Now, I want to be very clear. I went to school to study first music education because I've always wanted to be a teacher. That's why we have all our educational resources like Dollarwise Central, where we do all of our classes for a lower cost and purchase them individually. Got it. Okay. That was my passion. Then I went into music composition. I like being in the art world. Listen, it's the it's the incredible small minority that actually make it in the world of arts.
Yes.
And that's okay. It's a competitive field. The best of the best make it.
Correct. Amusingly enough, same thing applies to streaming. What he just said, it's only a tiny minority actually make it in the art world. Same can be applied to this space. As much as I would love to crow and preach and say, anybody can be a streamer if you just try. As much as I would love to say that, I know it's not true. There are several factors and this is side tangent. Yes, I know you're shocked. There are several factors when it comes to, in this space, being successful. Number one, you need to have something that you're passionate about. You can't just go on, as much as we would all love for it to be, jumping onto stream and just playing a game is not going to make you successful. You just playing a game on stream isn't going to do it. As much as we would all love for that to be so, the reality is it's not going to happen. You need to be able to do something and have passion for it. You need to be able to engage for your viewership. You need to at least be reasonably know what the hell you're talking about. And you need luck. I will never, ever, 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 ever discount the fact that in the streaming space, luck is a big factor.
I told my kids to find out what you to do, then find out the best way to get there. If a collage is needed, then so be it.
First, Durahan, I have no idea why the TTS said Gold College. Oh, because you misspelled it. That's why. Yes, but Durahan, that is the best way to do it with kids these days. Is tell them if college is the appropriate way for you to reach your goals, so be it. If college is not the appropriate way, don't worry about college. Yeah, well, I mean, streaming can be difficult. You have to be engaging. You have to be quote unquote on like the whole time. to engage your community, to make it entertaining, to allow people to have fun and want to keep coming back. So yes, streaming can be mentally difficult. There's been this argument before that, oh, streaming's not hard. Why don't you work, try working hard labor for the same amount of time, or work 12 hours of hard labor, blah, blah, blah. I've heard that whole argument. Go fuck yourself. It's two different kinds of vocation. It's two different kinds of stress. It's two different types of exhaustion. Both can be exhausting. So go fuck yourself if you're gonna try and argue, oh, I work construction. That's a real job. You're not doing a real job. Yeah, go fuck off. Now switch over from doing construction and now jump on stream and actually be entertaining for 6 to 8 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, and then tell me that streaming's not hard. Go fuck yourself with that. Now, again, I do agree that luck is a factor in the streaming space, because I fully recognize and have said I got lucky with my streaming that the videos that I have put out hit the algorithm, and that my videos either resonated or entertained people, that they wanted to come and join me on stream day after day, more and more, all the time. I fully appreciate that luck is a big factor when it comes to being a successful streamer. I have never said otherwise. I've always said that. I fully acknowledge luck is at play here. But you do also have to be entertaining and engaging. You have to be entertaining, you have to be engaging, you have to be, you have to vary up your content. You can't quite do exactly the same thing all the time. That's why I'm doing a long form video today instead of doing short form videos. So you have to work at it. It's not everybody's going to be able to do it, unfortunately. As much as I would love to say you can be a streamer if you just try really hard, it's not going to work out for everybody. It's simply not, for a variety of possible reasons. Anyway, that was my little side tangent.
Everyone else gets pushed aside. That's kind of how it works, Yeah. I did pretty okay. I was able to make a living off of music composition. Decided to make more money so I could pay off debt by doing sales. Are you studying at like a well-known institute that is like
No, I'm just going to
better
community
connections?
college.
Okay, so that hurts
Nothing
it.
wrong with
That's
that.
not everything for what it's worth. That's not everything for what it's worth, but are you making a lot
I mean,
from your art?
I haven't made a lot, but it's mostly because I'd
be surprised if she made more than $20. Again, this goes back to the question of, are you a good artist?
I'm so scared to put my stuff out there.
Okay, then fucking quit and go do something productive, because
Yes. Oh my God! Why? You act like I'm an artist. I want to be an artist. I want to do art stuff. But I'm too scared to actually put my art out and actually earn money from it. Fucking what? Seriously? Yeah, but Moose, she didn't even make it. I was highballing it. She didn't even make $20. She said she's too scared to put her art out. So stop doing it then. Let art be a hobby. If you enjoy doing art and you're too scared to put it out, you just want to do it for yourself because you make it feel because it makes you feel good to create art. Fine, do it for yourself. Give the pieces to family and friends. Say, here's something for you to put in your home. Don't try to make it your career if you're too fucking scared to showcase your artistic talent, if you have any. This is pretty fucking obvious.
So scared to put my stuff out there.
Okay, then fucking quit and go do something productive, because no offense, I mean, I'm just gonna lay it bare. Like, I'm not sugarcoating. If you're too afraid to put it up, everyone who fails in the world of art, unless you're like a musician that made it into an ensemble, if you're freelance, anything like that, you have to have a business brain. And every single person that I've seen fail, they don't have the business brain. They might be talented, but they don't have the business brain. You have to go in with the business brain. I went in with the talent and the business brain, and I was able to make a living off of it.
And I'm trying to get to that point.
You're too afraid. You don't get to the point where you're not too afraid, unless you really force yourself to get out there.
It's why I'm in
but you're not.
therapy, so that I can build my confidence and get lose that anxiety, so I can.
My God, this is the Gen Z thing. I'm not confident, so I'm going to go into therapy. Okay, therapy is one of the most overused excuses in the modern day with Gen Z. It really is. I have a problem in my life. Therapy. It's like did her parents not teach her how to overcome adversity on her own? Like, yes, I fully appreciate that therapy is necessary for some people. I'm not saying that therapy as a whole 100% is a shame. Not saying that. There are many people out there that greatly benefit from therapy because the problems they have are so insurmountable or have so taken over their lives that they do need the assistance of a professional who is a specialist in this field to get them through that. But this is not one of them. Okay? I need more confidence in myself. No, that's not go to therapy. That someone needs to give you a kick in the ass and say, stop waffling and just do it. Wait, seriously. Wait, did any of her family go, hey, this is really good. You should sell this. Or did any of her family say, you know what? How about I try and sell this for you? Or if she knew anyone, family, friends, whatever, that said, oh, your art's really good, you should sell this, she wouldn't be having these questions. So again, this goes back to, is she actually a skilled artist? Is art actually her thing? Because if it was, she probably would have had people gassing her up saying, hey, this is actually pretty good. You should try selling this. You probably should, maybe try putting this in the market. We have yet to hear anything.
Just do it!
Correct. We have yet to hear it. So that is why I'm still wondering about the question of, is she actually a skilled artist?
Do stuff like that.
To be clear, the therapist says, put yourself out there. And you're like, no, I'm anxious. And they're like, okay.
She's definitely helped me. I've gone out more and I'm here. This being here right now is part of me proving to myself that I can do things.
But putting your art out there is different. Just do it and fail. Or succeed. But probably fail. We all fail. And then you learn, you adapt, and you make better. And that's okay.
I'm trying. It's
but you said you're too afraid to put it out. Okay.
Well, yeah, I have been starting to. I've been posting on my Instagram. So
what is your account on a monthly basis?
Well, it's been fluctuating because one of my coworkers quit and I've been making up his hours. So I think...
Just what hits your account on a normal summer monthly basis?
I think like 1,600, 1,800.
And Salt fucking Lake.
Okay, she's not making $21 an hour then. If she's taking home $1,600 a month, she's not making $21 an hour. The math ain't fucking mathing on that one. If she's making $21 an hour after taxes, she should be bringing home at least $2,000. Even after taxes. After taxes at 21 and change per hour, and she's working like 40 hours a week, she should be bringing home like $2,000 after taxes. Now, if she's getting 30 hours more than 40 hours, then the 1,600 a month actually fits a little bit better. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt going on the high side, because she said she was working 30 to 40 hours a week. I was giving her benefit of the high side of 40. Plus, she just said that a coworker quit, so she's making up that coworker's hours, which means she's getting additional hours, which means it should be closer to 40 hours a month. $10. Yes, but Redneck, she's making $21 an hour. Oh, but you were factoring out for what will come out to 60. Yeah, so she's this is not right. She's being grossly incorrect about something here. Either she's being incorrect about her hours or she's being incorrect about what her wages. No, she's not from Utah, or she's not from California. She's from Utah. She said she's in Utah. Now, I have no idea what the tax ratio is in Utah, but her math isn't mathing, at least to my ears.
City?
Mm-hmm.
How are you surviving?
1,500.
In Salt fucking Lake City?
Mm-hmm.
How are you surviving?
I live with my grandma.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Why
So
your
she's not paying
grandma?
rent.
That's
She raised me, so she's like my
okay.
mom.
Gotcha. So we'll say 17.
Below broken home. Oh, who would have seen this coming? Oh God. So we're already looking at a broken home where the mom did not raise her. She was raised by her grandmother. And I am not going to say like there's some streamers out there that have that there's some streamers out there that say like, you know, if you don't have a father raise you, then you're not going to be a productive member of society. I don't necessarily agree with that. I know there are a lot of single parents, single mothers, single fathers that raise absolutely wonderful, well-adjusted children who do wonderful things in the world and are perfectly reasonable. Her grandmother raised her, though, which means her own mother, she has an issue with her own mother and father. That's going to be a problem. I can already see this being an issue because every child that I have ever encountered in my life who was raised by their grandmother and not by their mother or father because something was going on with mommy and daddy has issues.
Ember, right now I'm on a pension, waiting for a reply to an application I put in for a job and I'm still paying what I can fortnightly while still having enough to feed myself. This girl has no excuse.
Emperor, I know. We're going to get into that. This is how they start off. He starts off with this. They give their sob story. They give their excuses. And then Caleb will start breaking down the financials and say, you're a fucking liar. Your excuses mean nothing. Trust me, we're only at intro. This is just the intro.
$1,500. And what does...
So she's like my mom.
Gotcha. So we'll say $1,700. And what does she think about permanently supporting your art forever and you not doing anything forever?
For a while, she was okay with it, but now she wants me out.
Good. Grandma's like, maybe we shouldn't enable someone.
Yeah, she wants to cut the umbilical cord.
Good, because
at 26, Grandma, you're a bit late in the fucking game on this one at the age of 26. You should have cut the umbilical cord about 5 fucking years ago. That's another problem with modern day parenting is they, you know, this is why we hear about so many of children living with their parents through their 30s. Is they don't push these, you know, not taking into account the people that are falling on hard times. There's no fault of their own. They were actually trying really hard, and it's just the world has just kicked them in the teeth, and they have nowhere else to turn, but they have to basically live with their parents. Not counting them. The ones that basically never leave home, even when they're going through college, even when they're working, they still live at home because they would have to pay for rent because mommy, daddy, or in this case, grandma, are paying for all their rent. Yeah, they need to be booted the fuck out at the age of 21 and be told, look, you're an adult. Time to start acting like an adult. And that's a big part of the problem is we have the coddling of Gen Z is out of control. It's one reason why, sorry, Gen Zers, Gen Z is probably one of the weakest generation and all they do is complain about everything. It's why primarily Gen Z is bitching and moaning about fucking everything, saying everything's not fair, whether throwing out the rhetoric, whether throwing out the buzzwords, is because they are being coddled. They are the culmination of the everyone gets a trophy generation. I'm not saying that you can't lean on your family in times of need. That's not what I'm saying. But if all you do from the moment of your birth is rely upon them all the way up through your 20s and possibly even your 30s, you're in the wrong. You need to actually start acting like a fucking adult.
I think it is time to grow up. It's not like, don't get me wrong. It's not, I'm like, don't live with family, you know, it's not about that. And a lot of wow, okay, we got a hole in our ear. Yep.
Sorry.
No, sorry, I don't know why you're apologizing.
Yeah.
Instinctually, I want to touch it, but.
Like, I had a lot more piercings.
Oh, God, wait, what did she just said?
Instinctually, I want to touch it, but.
Like, I had a lot more piercings, but.
Am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? First and foremost, chat, I don't know about you. I do not find this kind of earring, the full lobe circle, I do not find this attractive at all. I find this distinctly unattractive. Oh yeah, and you know, she's got the nose ring. She's got the baby nose ring. My guess she probably had more. She's got multiple in the ear up here, which is no problem. But she said I had more piercings. And I've noticed this too. This is basically how a lot of the younger generation, it seems, are basically they're taking the concept of self-expressionism and they're taking it to the nth fucking degree. And so instead of like basically showcasing, you know, self-expression and showing you are an individual through actions, through her art. In this particular case, we get people that do 50 million fucking piercings in their face. They do the rainbow hair. They do tattoos out the fucking ass, and you know, it's an attention. It's for me, like especially with the piercing, the tattoos. Nah, not so big a deal. Plenty of people have tattoos, you know, with the sleeves and whatnot. I'm not someone that really likes like full tattoo sleeves and everything, but it's fine. It's like I can deal with it. The ones that do like 50 million piercings in their face, I'm like, why? Why the fuck are you going to do that? It doesn't make you attractive in any way. You're not standing out from the crowd except in a negative way. It's fucking why. And these kind of earrings, don't fucking like.
Got rid of them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. It's not 2008 anymore. I get it. Still trying to hold on, but...
Hey, my alternative phase was not a phase. This is going to be me forever.
What the fuck?
Right. So I think I'm understanding grandma a bit more. So... Well, yeah, I don't care if you're living at home. That is not necessarily a bad thing. It's certainly Western culture that, you know, we tend to get out of the homes earlier. We get a little bit more independence. We get driver's license earlier than most places, you know, blah, 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 blah. And Eastern culture, you stay home. That's fine. But there is a lot in our culture where it's like, you probably aren't actually going to get in that independence. Oh, you're a little anxious putting your art on display? Maybe it's because we've been coddled forever and we've...
Bingo! That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been talking about. Coddling someone from birth all the way up through their 20s and into their 30s, and they're not going to be independent. There it is. This is what the Gen Z, you know, the Gen Z, everyone gets a fucking trophy generation. You don't have to actually try and do something by yourself. You don't actually have to take that admittedly scary first step out in the real world where you're doing something yourself. Because Gen Z has been fucking coddled. They've been helicopter parented, and the schools are basically, oh, it's okay, you're okay. You know, we'll softball everything for you. It's yeah, I was actually no, it was millennials. I think that started the trophy thing, Robin. Pretty sure it was the millennial generation that really started the everyone gets a trophy thing for everything. And Gen Z basically just supercharged it. It started with millennials, and Gen Z basically took that and launched it into the stratosphere.
Oh, you're a little anxious putting your art on display? Maybe it's because we've been coddled forever and we've never had to go out and actually do something on our own? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Like linking those two things doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Is she about to cry? Hold up. Is she about to fucking cry right here?
Oh my god.
Because someone is spitting facts at her, like, hey, you're 26 fucking years old. It's time to grow the fuck up and be an adult. She's about to cry. That's exemplifying his fucking point. That's exemplifying his point. She's been coddled her whole fucking life. I don't know if that's a dismissive sigh, Garrett. Let's hear it again. It sounded like this was like, I'm about to cry kind of exhalation.
Linking those two things doesn't surprise me.
Go on.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Cry. Cry, your little bitch tears.
Okay, you know, I do think I'm going to mute the Tangias and the TTS channel points. Because this is a big video, we got a lot to get through it, and I can't stop every 5 seconds for a TNG or DTS. Thank you, Bronco.
They're typing to me, Grandma almost threw her out recently.
Yeah.
And it's not smooth sailing there. Grandma wants to stop charging her rent so she'll get the fuck out.
Yes.
What is going on?
She almost kicked me out. She like put my boxes in front of my door.
She put your boxes in front of the door?
Yeah, she.
Good fucking based grandma. Good. You're 26 fucking years old. Yes, get the fuck out. Go on and figure out your life on your own. You've had at minimum, you've had like 8 years to figure out how you're gonna live on your own since you graduated high school. Fuck yes, it's time you get the fuck out and figure things out. You've had 8 years. Because you dropped out of college the first time. And the minute she dropped out of college the first time, grandma should have said, cool, get a job, find an apartment, get the fuck out. But now she let her stay for the second bout of college, and now she's finally like, get the fuck out. Good. Grandma was probably at her fucking breaking point.
She like had a really loud phone call with my uncle and was like, if she doesn't start moving out, I'm gonna start like she's gonna come home and her shit's gonna be on the lawn.
What is Grandma saying? What is Grandma's philosophy right now? What is she saying to you? Because this sounds a lot more dramatic than just like Grandma would prefer if I move out and actually start my life as an adult at 26. Sounds like she's a little more to the edge.
Well, it was like a year ago when she tried to kick me out, and things have been better, but I've been trying to slowly get to the point where I can move out. It's just been really difficult.
You go to school forever. You're trying to do something that makes no money. And then in your job, you're not making enough money to Salt Lake City. So I don't know how you would. She probably wants you to actually figure out a path, but you've just been on a nothing path.
No, Revan, I fully do appreciate that. Is that inflation has like, I am very fully cognizant and aware of the fact that inflation has been a huge detriment. I do. Here's the problem. Instead of focusing on maybe trying to get a job that's paying well, she's focusing her at like, instead of doing something like try to do a job and then maybe also trying to sell her art in the meantime, she's doing college for a degree that will have absolutely no meaning just to slap it on a resume when it's very well known by this point. This video only came out a month ago. It's very well known at this point that a college degree on your resume means precisely fuck all. And she's been in college for how many fucking years now? The second time. The fact is like she's basically only doing she was only doing just enough so that her grandma couldn't call her a lazy bitch. But not actually doing anything to try and improve herself. Like, okay, perfect example. Again, side lateral, but perfect example. Me. Okay? When I first started my job after I made my move, I was making probably, like, barely enough to afford my apartment and maybe utilities. Okay? When I first started. When I first moved into where I currently am located. And then I started streaming. And I basically pushed on that. So I was, working and streaming, which I'm still doing today, working 8 hours. Actually, nowadays it's 9.5 hours. Working 9.5 hours, coming on stream for 5 hours. And I'm doing that 5-6 days a week. And you know what's happening? I'm basically bettering myself. I'm bettering my situation. And I'm able to live in a way that I'm not constantly in fear. By the way, live on my own, not with a family member, and live on my own comfortably in a way that I can actually consider doing something more for myself come next year. She's just lazing around at grandma's, working, 30 to 40 hours a week, doing a forklift operator and trying to get a bullshit degree. So she's not, we have yet to hear of, I'm trying to get a better job that pays better in the meantime. She's just literally like marking time until she finishes her degree and then for some reason thinks that something is going to fall into her lap. She's not actively trying to better her financial situation.
Ken, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Let's just be real.
Sorry. I just am having a little bit of anxiety. Can I just drink this real fast?
Yeah, nothing helps anxiety more than an energy drink. As someone with a panic disorder, listen, go shit, girl.
Same.
Oh, boy.
No, but,
This was just like the other one I watched that Knox looked at. That's another thing. She just said that she has a panic disorder. I'm fucking sorry, but psychologists are passing out fucking panic disorders like they're fucking candy these days. Modern psychology is so fucking eager to pass out these bullshit anxiety panic disorders, like it's going out of fucking style. And it's like, oh, you're nervous when you're scared. You have a disorder. Like, fucking what? No, it's called you're a human being. Human beings go through stress. Human beings can get scared. You don't need to suddenly categorize it as a disorder. You know why they do this? Oh, you have a disorder? Because it's a way for self-identification. That's why these psychologists are passing out. Well, she said she's seeing a therapist, Satanashi. So with the way therapy goes these days, I'm a little inclined to believe that the therapist has said, oh, you have a panic disorder. But again, these therapists are handing it out like candy because, oh, when you get stressed, you get scared. And they go, oh, you have a panic disorder. No, it's called being a fucking human being. And, like, flat the fuck out. All these people are saying, I have this disorder, I have that disorder, I have this disorder, I have that disorder. I'm sorry, this is just, these are people who basically need something to feel special. And I'm not saying all of it, don't blanket statement on this one, but there are so many of these people that do the anxiety disorders, the panic disorders, fucking autism. Oh, I want to fucking bitch slap the fuck out of people that say, I have autism, but they've never actually been diagnosed. They've self-diagnosed. They go, well, I have autism. This is an excuse. I have a panic disorder, so this is my excuse. No, fuck that. This is you trying to act like you're special. This is you, like, this is you not feeling like you're special, so you need to feel like you are special, and so you come up with this fucking diagnosis of a disorder, and so that way you can dole that out anytime you want to feel like I'm special. You should treat me special because I have this disorder. I don't fucking buy that shit. Especially the autism thing. Unless you are getting unless you are actually diagnosed, which guess what? There's a fucking waiting list of a couple of years right now to get a diagnosis for autism. Unless you have actually been officially diagnosed, don't you fucking come at me saying I have autism. Unless you have actually been through the full gambit of getting diagnosed for autism. Because that ain't a fucking joke. You do not get to self-diagnose fucking autism. Hey.
Sorry. Just got really nervous all of a sudden.
It's okay. So we know it comes in from a monthly basis.
Because you're about to get called out on your shit.
So what went out last month?
Yes. Steady, correct. You can suspect, but you shouldn't diagnose. That's why I said I suspect that I may have autism, because I recognize traits myself that I see in my family member who is diagnosed severe autistic, but I do not profess myself to be autistic. I say I suspect it, I have never been diagnosed, but I recognize traits in it. That's it. I say suspect. Never say I never try to claim that I actually am, because I know the level of the things you need to go through to facilitate the diagnosis, and I obviously someone that I am extremely close to, my family, is fully diagnosed with severe autism. So I can recognize those traits that they have in myself. And why I can say that, not because I'm quirky. I'm quirky, so I think I'm autistic. No, fuck that. I will come at you full guns blazing when you try and pull that shit.
Went out last month.
I have no idea, honestly. Maybe like 800,000?
800,000?
No, like 800 or 1,000.
2,000.
2,000.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
1,000?
Wait.
No, like 800 or 1,000.
2,000.
God. She doesn't even know what she's spending. She spent more than she made. She said she makes about 1,600. She spent more than she made. Oh, well, it's not even that she's so far in debt she doesn't even know. It's beyond that. It's the debt combined with what she's just spending on a daily basis. The thing that she's buying. She's not keeping track of what she's purchasing. So she's just like, oh, I don't care. It'll work itself out. Spend, 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 spend. Yeah, the cards. I can't wait to see how many she's got to have at least 5 credit cards. At minimum, she got 5 credit cards, and she's burned them all.
2,000?
Yes, you bring in 1,700. Now, you did get a tax return because I'm subsidizing your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oof, I didn't realize that was that bad. It doesn't seem like I'm actually doing as well as I thought I did.
All right.
Oh my fucking God. Okay, what the actual fuck? Look, I am not going to say that everyone needs to account for literally every penny that you spent. I'm not saying that. However, in particular, when you are on a budget, when you are a low-income worker, this is shit you need to keep track of. Like, when I was in a similar position that she was in, where I was not making a lot of money, and basically I was making just enough money to get by. I was making just enough money to make my rent and to pay my bills, like just enough. I had to be damn careful. I had to try and keep track of, okay, how much money do I still have left in the bank? What do I have that's going to have to go out? Am I going to be able to afford this? It's kind of freaking why I'm very hesitant to buy anything for myself these days, because I'm still of the mindset of when I was barely getting by, and I had to be very cautious about any expenditure I've made. Now that I'm in a position where I can now have a bit more freedom to do so, it's why I don't spend money on stuff. It's why I take months to make a decision on any substantial purchase, like with my model. Is because you have to get yourself into that mindset of, okay, you don't have a lot of money to spend, so stop spending on bullshit that you don't need. If you have or if you are on a very fixed budget of what you can spend in order to survive, you need to start asking yourself, do I need this? For like almost every extraneous expenditure, whether or not that be food, whether or not be clothes, whether or not be jewelry, whether or not it be entertainment, the question always has to go through your head of, do I need this? If the answer is no, and you're on that level of the budget, then you don't fucking buy it. It's as simple as that.
That was that bad. It doesn't seem like I'm actually doing as well as I thought I did.
All right, Miss Rain. What is your debt payoff strategy? I'd love to know just where you're at, what is going on.
She has not a clue.
Is, well, I mean, you know.
Yep.
I
None.
don't.
Yeah. Her debt strategy is she is hoping that the government bails her out, or she can find some guy that she can fuck and trick into paying off all her bills. That's her strategy. She's either hoping the universe will provide, or she's going to use her body to trick some guy that's paying off all her debts. God, what? That's probably going to be, I mean, we already kind of know that, you know, from the title is Sugar Baby, that she's already angling in that route. We know from the title. She's going to use her body and basically, yeah, be a gold digger, be a sugar baby, and try and con some guy to pay off her debts while she fucks him. It's bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays off for her.
I'd love to learn.
I mean, I could always find a sugar daddy if you wanted to maybe do that. You could, like, pay my rent.
The fact that she even suggested this, even in a joking manner, when asked, what is your plan to try and get out of debt? And instead of saying something like, I honestly don't know, that's kind of why I'm here. I'm at a point where I just don't know what to do and I'm looking for help and advice. And instead of saying that, she goes, I don't know, maybe I could get a sugar daddy. Are you interested, Caleb? Fuck you, you stupid cunt. I never thought I'd actually hear myself saying this, but I'm sorry, this is fucking fatherless behavior. This is someone who did not have a firm parent teach her self-respect. This is someone who was not taught self-respect by her parents. Because no self-respecting individual, and in this particular case, no self-respecting woman, out of the fucking gate, when asked, how are you going to get out of this, jumps to, I'll get a sugar daddy. Yo, self-respecting girl would do that out of the gate. The sugar daddy thing might come up if there's like desperation at play. If she's tried different tactics and she's at the level of like frustration, and she's like, I don't know, I've tried this. I don't know what the fuck to do next. Get a sugar daddy? You know, that I kind of understand, like, saying something like that because you're at a level of frustration you don't know what to do. She's just popping it off like, tee-hee, do you want to be my sugar daddy, Caleb? No, fuck you. Get some self-respect, girl.
Get my debt down?
No, are you saying me?
Yeah, you. What? You're very
Dude,
handsome,
the fucking
Caleb.
Utah people that come on this show. The fucking Utah people that come on this show. I don't understand. Sugar daddy? Okay, first of all, thank you for the proposition. You can find another sugar daddy. I'm sure there's lots of rich Mormons. And I'm sure,
most of them are cheating on their wives. So. Said most of those are cheating on their wives, so no.
Which is very...
Okay, so what? So most of them are cheating on their wives. So what? So they have their own sugar babies. Oh my God, this bitch. What is wrong with her? Okay, we're now is the point where this is starting to go off the rails. It has started, chat. Buckle up. This is about to go off the fucking rails.
Yo, free money, right?
I mean, sure, but I don't know. I'm not that big of a homewrecker.
Okay, I get it. Listen, it's...
I'm not that big of a homewrecker, but she just said I want a sugar daddy. The lie detector test determined you're full of shit, sweetheart. You literally 5 seconds ago just propositioned him to be his sugar baby. And like, I'm not that big of a homewrecker. Oh shit. Sweetheart, fuck you. Yes, you are that big of a homewrecker.
It's fun. Okay, sugar daddy, got it. I'm sure you're a fan of the show. Listen, here's the thing. This is what I'll say. 1, sure, you have some cute qualities. 2, if I even considered the idea, the amount of, Caleb Hammer's a creepy predator that would be all over the internet. The internet's fucking insane. So, no. And 2...
But you'd have so many hot women throwing themselves at you.
2, I'm in a 6-month relationship, okay? I'm chilling. I'm not throwing out money for...
You could have...
Caleb? Gamer? You shouldn't have said any of that. You shouldn't have said any of that, Caleb. Sorry, that was a bad call on your part. Your first and only an immediate response would have been, no, I'm not interested. Dot. He didn't need to go into number 1, number 2, number 3. No, dude, you didn't even need... Wait, that makes it sound like you actually might be considering it. by doing that, like, oh, I might get canceled on the internet. Dude, that you realize that makes it sound like you actually were considering it for a second there. When is answered, I mean, Sai, it's possible he could have been flustered. That is entirely possible. His answer should have been like, but I mean, considering like what he goes through on the show with the various amounts of guests that he's had, I'm sure it's probably not the first time he's had a proposition on the show. His answer should have just been, no, not interested, and moved on. Taylor, free advice for you. In the future, if a woman starts hitting you on the show, then you say, not interested, and you move on. Make your life easy.
Forward of some pretty pristine.
I am for
What?
You could have put forward of some pretty pristine.
I am
Oh my God.
satisfied with the one that I currently have. I do appreciate it. Have you Okay, so let's take me off the table. If you actually wanted to do that, have you done that before?
I did meet up with one once.
Go on, tell me.
And it was one of the worst experiences ever.
And what does that tell us? Okay, so what happened?
That is not a good thing to do. He basically just talked to me like I was a prostitute, and it just made me feel awful. So I.
Because you were. You were trying to get a sugar daddy. Yeah, getting a sugar daddy is literally just a cutesy way of saying that you're a whore. That's literally what finding a sugar daddy is. It means you're whoring yourself out to a person. You literally are prostituting yourself. So good. Good that you felt bad about this. You stop just no. Sometimes I'd use it. Sometimes they do. Unless you're Boogie. Boogie doesn't have sex with him because he's Boogie, and he just basically just paid for them to just basically be with him to make him look better. But we're not talking about Boogie here. This like, you are literally as a sugar baby to a sugar daddy. You are basically selling your body to another person for whatever reason that is, be it sex, be it just functioning as arm candy, to just basically be someone there to talk to someone, but you are basically selling yourself to another person. Yeah, you shouldn't be surprised by this. This is pretty fucking basic.
Well, he was
Yeah.
paying to fuck you.
Paying for pussy, yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
That's kind
There it is. He was paying to fuck her, so she wasn't looking for sugar daddy. She was looking for a job. There it is. This was not. I'm looking for a sugar daddy. No, she was looking for a fucking job. She was just doing straight fucking prostitution. But because saying I prostituted myself sounds dirty, she's trying to make it prettier and sparkly by saying I was looking for a sugar daddy. No, bitch, you were looking for a John because you basically whored yourself out. You were a prostitute. You were a hooker. Congratulations. And you didn't like it. Good. Hopefully that means you won't do it again. Hopefully this experience you have learned, no, I will not do this again.
of what, sugar baby, it's an elevated way of saying, okay, we're going to get dinner first.
Yeah. It's like, I mean,
Yes.
it's
And did you?
no.
Okay.
I've never done anything like that. I just tested it because I was in
Did you get money?
No.
Did you meet with the intent to get money?
No.
So this was just a date.
No, that's a fucking lie. Oh, that is a motherfucking lie. I'm pulling that right fucking out. That is a fucking lie. She 100% met with that guy with the explicit intention of getting money from him. Explicit intention. She just fucking lied right out of her ass right there.
Yeah, I guess.
What?
Well, it was a date with the intent of, is that something that we would both be interested in? And
So you proposed before you
yeah.
met this sugar daddy situation.
kind of. I went on a sugar daddy website.
Well, I mean,
Was it the same one that Boogie goes on? Oh, God. Oh, God. Was it the same one that Boogie frequents? Did you go fucking meet Boogie? Boogie does do the sugar baby thing, even though he's got his Desi clone or the trafficked person that he's pretending is his fiance. Did she meet Boogie? Is that whom she met? I wonder. Oh God.
That would fucking do it. What?
Oh, so Zab, Boogie is a YouTuber. Boogie, what, 2988, I think was his YouTube handle. He was there at like the beginning of YouTube. He's like a very large, overweight individual. When he first came on the scene, he was like a very lovable guy. And seemed like he was like, just like this, like a geeky dork, just a lovable geeky dork that liked to play video games. And so he became like one of YouTube's most loved content creators, became one of YouTube's most popular content creators. And as soon as he gained success, then it all changed. And he basically came out that he was just basically using everyone to get rich and piss his money away. And he has faked cancer. And he is a psychopath. So yeah, that's Boogie. There are like a couple of documentaries about this. It's way too much to get into. If you get bored while you're at work, there are a couple of Boogie documentaries that you are free to look at. They are an experience.
Went on a sugar daddy website.
Well, I mean, that would fucking do it. What even is that site?
I don't remember. It's been like 4 years.
Just in case I ever break up, I guess.
It's a sugar daddy website, but it's not an actual sugar daddy website because you can't do that.
You can't do that?
Oh my God.
Isn't sugar daddy just paying
Yeah.
to like dinner and you get gifts, but then whoopsie, I'm inside of you. Like,
I mean, when I was looking into it, a lot of it was like,
God, that hurts like the last Boy Scout. Oh, sorry, I stepped out of the shower, slipped, and fell into my wife. Oopsie! How did this possibly happen?
the people that were doing it and the justifications that I was reading was very like, it's basically like dating, but more refined and with more...
Refined. I.e. you
like,
get money.
rules, like more rules.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She is twisting herself into a Peruvian knot to try and justify why she did this. Like, this is Pretzel Girl. This is fucking Pretzel Girl right now, trying to twist herself into whatever shape is necessary to try and say, it wasn't such a bad thing that I signed up for this Sugar Babies website to try and find a sugar daddy. Oh, she is desperate. Yeah, she doesn't want to say, I was wrong to do this. She won't admit that she was wrong. And she's trying to come up with every excuse possible.
I get this, you get this, we do this, we do that.
Okay, so you considered it, and you almost did it, and you kind of did it.
I didn't almost. Well, I guess I did almost. I went on a date.
With him.
But being on the date, yeah, it was awful, and it was horrible.
What was so bad?
I hated him. He was a dick.
He
was
met him
also
on a
just
sugar daddy
gross.
website.
I know.
Okay, how old was he?
He was young for a sugar daddy. He was like 37, maybe?
That's a chunky gap, still. Not that I really care.
Yeah, I've
you guys
heard
are
worse.
consenting adults, but...
I've heard worse. I was expecting her to say 54 or something. I was expecting her to say he was in his 50s, honestly.
Okay. So that's our way to pay off debt? That's our way to pay for school?
It was, but not anymore, unless you were still interested.
Again,
Oh my God.
relationship, and
And you're a whore. And I don't want to support a whore. But Taylor's too nice. He's not going to say that. I'm not that nice. You're a whore. He doesn't want to support a whore.
also fast track the cancellation. Okay. I appreciate the proposition. We're here for financial audit. The thing is,
watch
like,
me.
what would you even receive in that? Let's go down the rabbit hole. What would that even look like?
What?
What would that look like? You're proposing something. It's a business agreement. What does that look like?
Like me and you?
You're proposing. What does it look like? My audience isn't a bunch of pearl clutchers. Some people would be freaking out online, but they're fucking weird and I don't care about them. What would that look like?
Well, like you just said, Caleb, it's between two consenting adults and with an.
Why does she have her name written on her hand? Chat, does she forget her own name? Does she need a reminder of her own name? That's why she has it written on her hand like that? Wait, or is Rain her actual name? Is the name on her birth certificate not Rain? And so she basically made up this name before coming onto the show, and this is a way to remind herself of what name she picked. Oh, no. TRC, it's not the clue beam. It's the clue by 4. We need the clue by 4. Very important.
Well, like you just said, Caleb, it's between two consenting adults and with an exchange of gifts or money.
Yeah, so what are you proposing?
Sex, Caleb, I'm proposing sex
Okay.
and money and gifts.
It's illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. No. Make an official proposal.
Caleb, will you please be my sugar daddy?
Okay, it's not that. I said make a proposal, not
That's
fucking...
a proposal.
She took it fucking literally. He said making a proposal. She's like literally proposed to him. You're fucking God. I can't with this idiot. Oh fuck, God, I can't. Oh my fucking God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, this is gonna be a long hour.
Proposal, what do you mean? That's a question.
No, what is the exchange rate?
I don't know.
What's
I
the
don't know
conversion?
I don't know what my is worth.
No, my God. Okay. It's like, I'm not even...
He's talking business and she's, I don't know what word pussy's worth. I gotta die. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Oh my God, that's the toughest fucking things I've ever heard. Oh fuck, I can't breathe. Oh God. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Nick, I'm already drinking. This whole time I've been drinking. This whole time I need it. Oh dear God. No, Curdle, no, we're losing them all tonight. We're losing all the brain cells tonight.
Insane.
I don't know what you're asking me.
I'm just like, if you're gonna come in here and you're legitimately gonna propose that,
Poison.
what are you actually proposing? What is the this for that, this for this?
Is that not what I just said? For gifts, for money, for time, for attention. I'm so confused. I don't know what the fuck you're asking me. Am I stupid?
Well,
Yes.
Okay. I shouldn't have given you that.
it's less about that. It's less about that. I'm so confused. Like, in your proposal, what monetary thing were you trying to achieve?
Like paying off debt, moving out?
The dollar amount.
Oh, well, that's why I said I don't know what my is worth.
Stop bringing it to that. It's,
2,000. Let's
I
go
don't
with
feel
2,000.
uncomfortable very often, but that actually
3,000.
3,000 for.
Dates, time, attention.
Well, I'm sure there's interested parties out there. Listen,
Yeah.
you've thrown me off in this conversation.
I've rendered you
I've been asked out on this show a couple. Huh?
I've rendered you speechless.
Yeah, I've been asked out on the show a couple times, but I've never been asked to pay for.
You're the money guy. Tell me how much money I should be getting.
I don't know because I don't support illegal. I don't
Maybe
know.
you should look into that because, like, I mean, it's part of the
I have
financial
a
thing.
girlfriend.
No, I'm not saying for you. I'm just saying to know what the conversion rate for is.
I think it
You dummy! Prostitution is only legal in certain parts of Nevada. That is the only state in the whole fucking country where in some specific areas their prostitution is legal. Prostitution is illegal throughout the entirety of the rest of the country. So why the fuck would you look into that? Unless you plan on moving to the Buddy Ranch in fucking Nevada, stop talking about legalizing prostitution.
depends on the flap, right?
My God.
Yeah.
I think it depends on it, right? Okay, so you attempted this. It
God.
didn't work because he was nasty. Then you brought it to a public platform. Interesting. But okay, I got it. So
Well, just no need to call the IRS for it because she said she didn't make any money from it. Yeah, statute of limitations is a thing. I got the impression that she did this I got the impression she did this 4 years ago. She mentioned it earlier. I think she said that she tried doing this about 4 years ago. So statute of limitations and that is done. Plus, she said she didn't actually get any money out of the guy. She basically just went on a bad date, is what happened. She, effectively what happened is she went on a bad date with this 37-year-old guy. They never had sex. She never got paid for anything. So there's no actual, they talked about it, but no action ever came from it. So
interesting. But okay, I got it. So when we try this again, I mean, here's the thing, okay? And it comes with the OF stuff. It comes with a lot of things. You are an adult. Do what you want. I don't really care. I tend to go more for the
wait, is she
let
doing
humans
OF?
do what they want as long as it doesn't completely society type thing or harm someone else. But I want you to think about the consequences. The consequences are, one, if you actually do this, please make them always wrap up. 2, if you actually do this, please always get tested. 2, 3, is this something you actually would want to do? Because it's like...
It's better than living with grandma forever.
Yeah, but it's also a bit degrading. It's not...
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it's degrading to live with grandma forever.
Honey, you're not in that desperate of a situation. Have you even tried to look for a different job? Have you tried looking for a second job? If your first job is not giving you the hours and income that you need, have you tried looking for a second job first? Fuck's sake, a lot of fucking people right now literally work 2 jobs to get by. This is not unusual. It's not ideal, to be sure. I don't think anyone should be forced to work 2 jobs just to survive. I think that's abhorrent that people have to work 2 jobs to survive. But you do what you have to do. So hence she even looked for a second job to supplement what she's not making from the first job. The answer is no, because she's living with grandma, so she doesn't have to pay anything for rent. She's coasting on grandma right now, and grandma's fucking done with her. Like, honestly, I'm surprised she hasn't tried to go OF. That I'm legitimately surprised that she has not made the leap to actually try to start doing OF.
But that's not the way to make your art career work.
I mean, it's a good way to supplement it. How else am I going to get all my art supplies?
Okay. I don't know. It's not necessarily cute. I understand what you're thinking here. But
possible,
it's not...
Zab. Very possible.
Okay, wow, this is not an interaction I thought I'd have on the show. That's very interesting. So community college. Listen, when's the last time you dated somebody?
It's been 3 years.
Why? And then why are we even talking about this?
Oh, so it's been a while because I realized in most of my relationships.
No, Gore, it's that wasn't in reference to the bullshit degree she's studying for in college. He's talking about the art that she does personally, which is the sculpting, the painting, and the photography. Not that nonsense, quote unquote, degree that she was working towards in college. And yeah, like OF is prostitution is legal. Well, yeah, OF is basically legal prostitution. Aside from the fact that only literally 1% of people on OF actually earn a good living, the rest of the 99% on OF earn maybe $200 a month. OF, unless you have like a big following and then start an OF, OF is basically just the lewd next step if you already have a substantial following. If you just jump straight into OF, you're not going to make anything. Because, unless as a woman you have the body of Venus, you are going to be just one pussy in a sea of pussy. So chances are you are not going to have anything that makes you stand out. You're going to get a couple people to go, okay, I'll subscribe to her OF, and you'll earn maybe $200 in a month. The ones that actually succeed are the ones that basically start in some other career that has garnered then a substantial degree of popularity, and then their next step is OF, and the people that they've garnered the popularity will then go to the OF because they already know this person, and they go, oh yeah, I want to see this person naked. So you need to have an established popularity before you actually start the OF, so you have a built-in audience of people that will want to pay to see your nudes. That's basically kind of what is required when it comes to going to OF. If you just like all these girls that, once they hit 18, 19, 20, and they jump straight into OF, they're going to find very quickly that they're selling their bodies for absolutely zero return. You get nothing in return from basically showing your body off to complete strangers.
Oh, so it's been a while because I realized
I'm not going to get started on that,
relationships there was a cycle of not great people.
So we're going to do better by getting people to pay for us?
Well, no, because there's no emotional connection with that. Depending, I guess, on how you do it.
Oh, God.
Private student loan debt can be overwhelming. If you're seeking a more affordable way forward, YRefi is here to help. Unlike traditional lenders, YRefi is focusing on your desire and ability to repay, not just your credit score. With guaranteed interest rates under 6%, they offer a pathway
Raven,
towards
Grandma's
lower
had
monthly
60
payments.
years to
YRefi
refine
also
her
provides
game.
a co-signer release
God
program,
bless the woman.
giving you and your family peace of mind. Their dedicated representatives walk you through each step, ensuring you feel supported and informed throughout the process. Thousands of clients have experienced relief, and YRefi's 4.6-star rating on Google speaks to the service and guidance they provide. This is more than just refinancing. It's a chance to regain control of your financial future. If you're ready to work toward a more manageable student loan payment, visit YRefi.com. Discover how their tailored approach can reduce your stress, lower your interest, and simplify your repayment journey. Take the first step in making your private student loan debt more affordable. Go to yrefy.com/hammer. That's yrefy.com/hammer. Or call 888-YREFI-78. That is 888-YREFI-78, and see how they can help you move forward with confidence.
That was going to be way too TMI. But we're already in the conversation. When's the last time?
Stop!
A year and a half, 2 years ago?
So why are we considering this then? It seems so
God.
against. I understand the desperation to get out of grandma's house. I understand having debt is bad. I understand all this stuff, but this is why people get pushed to OF. This is where people really kind of just turn into this.
I almost started selling feet pics on OnlyFans.
I'm afraid of you going down
There
a
it
pipeline.
is. There it fucking is. This girl has a self-worth problem. This girl has a self-worth problem. That's why she has jumped so quickly into selling her body. Well, no, she didn't fail as an OF model crash out. She said that she was considering doing it. She said she was considering doing it. She never actually did it. But yeah, I mean, yes. Feet is the way these days. So, chat, I offer as tribute. Here you go. This is the way. This is the way, chat. Here you go. I must offer myself to you as tribute. There's your feet. And you know what? I'll even give you some thighs while I'm at it too. Here you go, chat. Thighs too. I'm giving you more than she would. I'm giving you feet and thighs. Aren't I benevolent, chat? See, I told you I can be a benevolent-ish Empress.
It is not.
Well, that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm in college. That's why I'm in therapy.
Therapy.
So I don't go down that way.
And what has your therapist said about this?
About what?
This.
Like this, or like?
About money for Booby.
Oh, I haven't told her anything about that.
Great.
It hasn't come up.
Oh, of course.
That's wonderful. Thank goodness. Why not have a conversation about? Okay. You're spending more than you make.
Plenty of other problems that we can go over with her.
So maybe if
Oh,
we're in
God.
that situation, we shouldn't be going into literal Okay, I guess. And listen, here's the thing. There are other versions of sugar daddy, and it's not me supporting or whatever, but we can just talk objective about it. There is the just time for lonely people. You can do that without the...
Okay, why are we even talking about this? Honestly, I had to ask the question. Why is he? I mean, is this like filler conversation? Because why is this even being? Why is he even bringing this up? Why is he actually discussing sugar babying as a legit money path for her before even getting into her bills? I mean, I guess it's because it's entertaining. This is just so fucking wildly off topic of figuring out her finances.
And clearly you're not much into the so...
I would not be single right now if I could be.
You were not... Wait.
I wish I was in a relationship. I don't like being single.
It's been 3 years.
Yes.
What are you doing? Are you going on dates? So last time you've been on a date.
A year and a half,
That
2 years
one
ago.
Okay, then I don't think you're working very hard at this goal.
No.
Okay. I'm calling bullshit on that. Dating right now is not easy. It's not. She says she wants to be in a relationship, but honestly, dating right now is not easy. Although I fully believe that she could probably get a date if she wanted to. She could probably go to the club and pick up a guy and go and find someone that would want to go on a date with her. But the dating scene is kind of a shit show right now. Realistically, it is. Absolutely, yeah. She could pull a date. She could. But the question is, like, what are her standards way too fucking high? Is, all the guys that have approached her want to date her? Are is she looking for that, he needs to be 6 foot and earning 6 figures? Like, what are her standards when it comes to dating? Well, and yes, that's where I was going to as well before I kind of got a little sidetracked. Yeah, dating is difficult because a lot of guys are avoiding dating girls because of the shitstorm that is dating that guys have seen. That guys have been put down so much by women in the social space that guys are like, fuck this, I don't want to date. I don't want to put myself through this. And so it would not surprise me if that also factors in why she can't get a date. Is like the entirety of dating right now is in a place that is just horrible.
People are scary. People can be really up.
Yes, some. So you shut down
He's
humanity?
going that route.
And
I'm getting better about
live
it.
in a box the rest of your life? That's not a life worth
I'm
living.
in this box right now. This is me getting out of my box.
Yeah, but this isn't a date. This isn't this isn't a
But
relationship.
this is still talking to someone that I'm, going back and forth on.
You don't have conversations with humans? I mean, you work at a place, you go outside.
Well, I pretty much just go to work and then I go home most of the time. And then
But you want to be an art? Well, you have school as well. In a very
did online
collaborative
classes.
field, if we're being honest. A lot of it's about connections and trying to get your art places.
Well, the classes that I've been taking were all online, and we only had like a couple group
Nothing
things
like
to do.
online art classes.
I still learned a lot.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the way a lot of classes are going these days, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it is the route that's going.
I did a digital art design and now I can do like InDesign and I'm really good at it.
But is it not something that I could probably type into GPT and just get?
Probably at this point, yeah.
Come on. And that's the thing. It's just like we have to adapt. Good or bad, doesn't matter. It's here.
I mean, in a way, you're kind of part of the problem by engaging in AI so much.
Are we doing AI right now? I'm confused.
Well,
What are
no,
you
but
talking
you
about?
like advertise it. You just said you use ChatGPT. That's AI.
Well, it's a good search. I use it as a search engine. Much quicker than
Did you put glue
Google.
on your pizza?
Huh?
Did you put glue on your pizza?
The fuck is wrong with this girl? Is she really about to try and get high and mighty about ChatGPT right now? Okay, now we're making the shift. Yeah, now she's getting defensive. Now she's getting like all haughty. Like, he said he uses ChatGPT as a search engine. He didn't say he uses ChatGPT to figure out what to put on his pizza. I'm guessing that ChatGPT one time told someone they should put glue on their pizza because it bolsters brain power or something. Yeah, okay. Now we're getting into it. Now she's being defensive. She's lost control. She's on the back foot. Thank you, 504. She's on the back foot now until she's attacking to try and make him. She's trying to get him flustered again so she can get into control again.
Remember, there was like a point when
What the fuck are you
ChatGPT. There was a
talking
point
about?
when ChatGPT came out. Somebody was like, "Give me a pizza recipe," and it said, "Put glue on your pizza as cheese."
Has it not improved?
Well, I'm sure it has, but like that doesn't mean that
just use it
everything that
as-
comes out of it is 100% right.
Oh, I don't believe everything 100%, but it's still like a search engine, kind of like Google. I just use it as Google. But, okay, I'm a little confused. I mean, yes, there are new products on the space. It's okay to, promote halfway decent products that might make people's lives easier, but also at the same point, I know the conflict of, some people might lose jobs, but also look at how you're going about your job and things. Like, it's hard for me to have as much sympathy for you just
I'm
based
not
on how
asking you
you're
for
going
sympathy
it.
for me.
Then what's the issue?
Well, like people
Bullshit.
in general, like every time that instead of if you use the AI video creating things, then you're taking that away from somebody that is a physical person.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, there's costs and, negatives. When we invented the
He never was promoting AI use for art. He was saying that a lot of people are using AI for art. He was not promoting it. He was just stating the fact that it is being used. But of course, she's conflating that as he's basically bashing on her because he's saying, well, I can just use AI instead. So she's already into defensive mode.
tractor, it took away farm jobs when we invented factories. It took away more manual labor jobs when,
Now we've got the AI taking away the white collar jobs.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's all those economic transitions are incredibly difficult, and we have to figure that out. And our system has at least historically shown a halfway decent point of getting people into different career fields, but it doesn't mean you get to do what you want forever, right? Like, it's harder to be the person that goes out and just be's a manual farmer. It can't really compete. What do you think your financial score is, 0 to 10?
Like a 2, maybe.
Okay, 2 out of 10. If you want to know where you stand in the world of finances, take the assessment. It is free at calebhammer.com or click that link in the description below. And also, make sure you go to calebhammer.com/apply if you want to be on the show. And don't forget to download our budgeting app, DollarWise. Sign up for the annual version. You can take the trial, but sign up for the annual version. I'll send you our cookbook, budget-friendly cookbook, signed by me, sent directly to you. Okay, so...
Well, we can't say yet because we haven't seen what all we've heard is basically her job prospects and that she's going through. We can't say anything on what she's already given herself a very low score to 2 because I'm pretty sure it's out of 10. She's already given it 2. It is probably going to be less. Undoubtedly, I imagine, I suspect that, I don't think he can go below 0. I imagine we're going to have several zeros here because I think he's got like 3 or 4 categories. We're getting zeros. Okay, we're getting to, exactly. We haven't even gotten to the numbers yet. The fun part is yet to start. We're about to get into the fun part.
You've accumulated a lot of debt by doing nothing in life so far. Why have we accumulated all this? Practically $25,000 of debt and have done nothing.
Jesus.
How? What have you done? Not just funsies. What does life look like?
Well, I don't know. I've had a lot of make myself feel better spending.
Just the endless cope.
Oh, no.
It's always just the endless cope, man.
Copium.
Let me tell you. I mean, you're spending alone. Let's just check out the categories right now from this most recent month.
Yeah, nothing to show. 25K, nothing to show for it, but for extremely temporary in the moment dopamine hits. That's what she's been spending on. Just right there in the moment, dopamine hits for that 6 seconds and then it's gone. That's what this expenditure is. You notice she's already in a defensive posture. She's sitting here, arms folded. She's already on the defensive posture. I'm waiting to see how much she tries to defend all of her expenditures.
Miscellaneous bullshit was 16.3% spending. Bullshit. I don't even see groceries. Bullshit food was 12%. Unknown shopping 19%. Of course, we know we spent $2,000 when we brought in $1,700.
Yeah.
So that's the percent of the spending. Again, sucking dong's not going to change that. You bring in more money, you spend more money. That is what's going to happen. Bring in $3,000, you'll spend $3,500.
I mean, I hope not. I'm trying to be better.
Hope not trying to be better.
Oh.
Yet you
Trying
spend
to
more.
budget,
What is
trying
your
to get
trying?
my
What
shit
are you
together.
talking about? Why does literally everyone in the history of this show, I swear, within this last year say that I'm trying? What do you mean? I have your most recent month. You spent more than you brought in. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm trying. There is no trying. I'm trying to budget. What is trying to budget? You budget or you don't? You budget or you don't.
And she didn't. I guarantee you, I'm budgeting means I'm just going to try and spend less, but I'm not actually going to keep track of my expenditures. And I'm just going to pretend like, oh, I'm actually spending less. Or she's going to do the girl math of, oh, I bought this thing on sale, so I saved $30 or I saved $100 because I bought it on sale. And so that's me budgeting. Yes, I'm stealing another Nux thing. I guarantee you we're going to have her doing girl math a lot right now.
I guess I don't budget, but I would like to.
Then why don't you?
Because I'm lazy and stupid.
That's a bullshit answer. Come on. Pull
No,
deep
don't
inside.
sympathy this.
Why are you not sitting down and putting in the actual work?
I don't know. I don't. I just have so much.
Because thinking hard. Thinking hard because she's not budgeting, because if she actually sat down and budgeted, she actually wouldn't be able to buy all the things that she wants to buy. My guess is, depending on what we're going to see here for her shopping, is she probably has a shopping addiction. It's not that numbers are hard, Rygat. She doesn't want it written down in black and white that I can't buy everything that I want to buy. And if she budgets, she knows it's going to be right there in black and white. And so instead of confronting that and addressing it, she's doing avoidance. This is avoidance behavior. That's why she's waffling around. She's just avoiding budgeting in the first place because she doesn't want to face the reality of it. That's basically it.
Much other better
So you have
things
no
to do.
self-reflection in your
so
entire
much better
life.
things to do with my time than
Really?
sit down and
Then
budget.
to
No,
actually
there it
fix
is.
your life and try to. What do you want to do? Do you have any goals, any aspirations?
yes. I wanna buy a
Besides being the
house.
artist, you want to buy a house? Where? Salt Lake City?
Oh, your
Good
ass.
fucking luck. Do you
Anywhere.
want to end up in Salt Lake City? Do we want to move? What do we? Because if you have nothing to latch onto, goals, you're not even close to getting to a house. You're $25,000 negative net worth.
I would like to move.
To?
Anywhere. Well,
Come on.
Well, I want to follow the job. So anywhere I can get a better job, I would just wherever
What job?
wherever
You
that
don't know
is.
what job. You said you want to be an artist. What career
doesn't
field
even
are
know
we
what she
looking
wants
at
to do.
outside of
Well,
that?
it's not. Well, that wasn't everything. I have like a huge range of things that I would be okay with
Lock
doing.
in something. What? Just name
Oh
your
my
number
God.
one. Says the artist. Freelance.
Besides that,
Yes. An actual job that someone can offer you and pay you money for.
well, I've thought about maybe getting an accountant certification.
What? You fucking kidding me? The girl that can't even budget herself and is just pretending money just comes out of nowhere wants to get an accounting job? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh, my sweet fuck. Oh, my sweet fuck. An accounting job. Oh, Caleb's gonna lose it. Caleb is gonna fucking lose it right now. I'm waiting. We've been hearing his voice go high pitch. We're about to hear that voice go high pitched. We are about to hear it hit the stratosphere. That she just suggested, I want to be an accountant.
It's so far off. And listen, I'll give you that from course careers, but even still, like if that's...
Oh, I'm surprised.
If you're looking at a certification, why be even in college? Get an accounting degree at that point. Like...
Well, that was my next step after I graduated. Was to do the...
Our next step after graduation is more school. So permanent school forever, living with grandma forever, never accomplishing anything in life forever, going further into forever.
And building up debt, building up student loans after student loans after student loans after student loans. Because I guarantee you, she's got student loans for not only her first student loan, but for the second student loan too. Or for the second college set too. She's probably already got two stacks of student loans built up, and now she's gonna want to build up a third stack of student loans? Are you fucking kidding me? For a career that she doesn't actually want to get into. Because I think she just spouted off like, oh, accountant, they kind of make good money, right? She doesn't actually, like... The fact that she can't even do budget, what makes her think that she can actually do financial degree? What makes her think that she can go into any kind of a financial degree for fucking accounting? She would go through the first semester and drop it. Cause she would just go, I don't get this. This isn't for me. No, I don't want to do this.
I know people like you. We all know people like you. We've seen it. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. I need to be clear. This isn't something where... There are the permanent schoolers, and you probably sit there and cancel people online all day. I know you septum piercing. Listen, this is what you do. You do permanent school forever.
I didn't do permanent school. I dropped out for a long time.
And now you're
And
back,
I'm
and
only
we're
back
26,
for a
and we're
little
talking
bit-
about
for a
graduating and
little
going back
while.
to school for accounting.
Well, how else am I supposed to get something to move out?
See, that's the thing. You think that is everything, but you think being there in that endless cycle forever, getting the next degree and getting the next degree,
Oh
never
my
actually
God.
starting our adult life career, moving on. Look where you are. You're negative 25,000.
Well, I'll make that a positive 25,000.
How? Well, we already know your strategy, and I don't think that's...
Yo,